at the event on the 5th of February. Adebanke Odunuyi, TVC News.
Of course, welcome to the entertainment segment of the Saturday breakfast show here on TVC News. I am Theophilus Ilama. Of course, Adebanke Odunuyi is my colleague here, of course, the co-host of the show. Good morning, and how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Happy New Month, though.
Happy New... Oh, my God. January is done. The 100 days or 300 days of January.
It's ended.
Jesus.
So we can now breathe.
Yes, and now we are in the month of love. So, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, you can't pepper everybody, though.
What do you mean pepper? Are you not the married one here? So you're the one going to be peppering us. But I mean, there are different kinds of love, brotherly love, love between couples, love between colleagues. So, I mean, we have a lot of love.
So, are you expecting a Valentine's gift?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll get to that part later. But we'll definitely be speaking on love and what it brings, of course, to our lives. But today, we will be talking about the Grammys. They are here again. Yes. And so, several Nigerian artists have been nominated in various categories for their awesome works. Of course, the industry has done so well. And of course, we are proud of our artists and what they have achieved so far. And we have two guests this morning on the program. First of all, via Zoom, we have Agbai Amarachi Favor, a content creator who is joining us via Zoom. And of course, we have Debbie Debextra, an honor personality with Max FM. Good morning, and thank you very much for coming.
We have a celebrity in our midst. So, I mean, we're going to hear it today. Welcome.
Okay.
I flew in, from Los Angeles, especially for this.
Well, she told me that when she came this morning. I'm like,
I'm so grateful.
You're welcome. Well, it's good to see you guys. You guys are looking very gorgeous, handsome.
Thank you very much for coming. Of course, let's talk about the Nigerian artists first of all. Over time, we've had Nigerian artists getting nominations for Grammys from the Sunny Ades to Fela and the likes. Coming to our own time, we had Burna Boy winning the Grammy Awards at the time, and Wizkid winning for his collaborative work in Beyonce's album and all of that. What do you think has brought us to this point?
I mean, you just said it. The foundation has been, well laid. Coming from the first nomination we had from King Sunny Ade. Even prior to that, we'd had groundbreaking moments, Fela Kuti birthing a whole new genre. I mean, that alone should give us a very, conspicuous place in the history books. So we've had it over time, that foundation slowly being laid, well laid, and it's given birth to what we have right now. The music industry is thriving. Nobody can say that Afrobeat to the world is not working. It's, as you can see, the evidence is everywhere.
Okay, so let's move to Amarachi Favor Agbai, who's a content creator who's joining us via Zoom. Favor, I'm sure you are thrilled with the number of nominations we have seen of Nigerians in the industry getting at the Grammy Awards. Of course, what does this portend? How do you see this development, even as the fact that we see a lot of foreigners enjoying Nigerian music, Afrobeats?
I'd say that, first of all, good morning, everyone. So I'd say that the time for, let me use the word Africa, the time for Africa is now. We've seen this happen from synchro system that has to do, like you said, with KSA King, Sunny Ade. We've seen that with Sade, she won, and so many other people. You understand, from Burna Boy, Thames, and our time is now in every area. I'm talking music, I'm talking football, shout out to the Super Eagles. I'm talking everywhere. Africa's time is now. Nigeria's time is now. So
it's quite tough, right?
It truly is. It's tough because these are best hands, like one of the best hands, these people that you've just mentioned, one of the best hands in the Nigerian music industry. And I can't say I want this one of my brother to win, or I don't want this one to win and stuff like that. I don't know who will win, but whoever wins, I'm good. As long as they are bringing it home, I don't have a problem.
Who do you think is going to win Debbie?
I mean, who do I want?
Who do you want? Okay, let me ask.
I think
there are different categories.
because to be honest,
who do you want to win?
Everybody on that list deserves to win, given by the impact of each song. But who do I think and who is likely? I feel if you look at the whole artists on in that category, you would say a Burna Boy, because the Grammy, the board, they love that returning factor. Look at that already, you give it to Tyler. But being the Nigerian that I am, I'd say that Davido should.
Yes.
Well, because
that's a perfect answer,
right? Well, let me ask Favor now. Do you share in this sentiment? Do you think a Davido should actually win the Grammy this year?
Please, he should. To be honest, because Davido is one resilient artist, one person that evolves over time, no matter the. So now I'm talking based on character, not just his craft. So if you add craft, it's a bomb. So he's one person that I've seen that always evolve, want to get better. He goes down, he comes down and comes back up again and stuff like that. So I really want him to win because he put in so much work for the Timeless. You can see in the rollouts that he wasn't joking. Do you understand me? The songs, the feature, everything. Like, for me, I really want him to. And again, it's his first time, the first nominee. So it would be really great if he wins for the fact that he was nominated for the first time. So yeah.
A lot of people have said was without government support for a very, very long time. Is this surprising to you? Because we see friends in Ghana, Senegal, Cameroon, South Africa angry with us that is it only Nigerians that are winning all of these things? So the resilient spirit in Nigeria, do you think this is in Nigeria, right? Do you think this is what has brought us this far?
I won't lie, it's a huge factor. Because, when we Nigerians, I'm sure anybody, literally anywhere around the world you go, you'll see Nigerians. We have this, I can't explain it, but it's something that is in maybe every Nigerian, or probably 80-90% of every
employ a particular strategy to marketing their songs, or is it because we like to feel the space wherever we are? You must know in Nigeria.
Let's not forget the God factor.
Well, the God factor. We are prayer warriors.
We are prayer warriors. But then Fefe has alluded to one very, very important, cannot be ignored fact, which is population. Wherever you go in the world, there's always a Nigerian somewhere blasting Nigerian music. So that alone should, give a signal to the global music industry that Nigeria cannot be left out in the grand scheme of things. And also, if you look at the cultural aspect, we are the most populous black nation. Yeah. So when we sneeze, somebody will catch cold. That's just it. So there is no way that you can ignore our music, our global impact on the industry, culturally, and also in terms of the geography, the population. And we are diverse. So that makes it interesting because there's always an interesting mix of music coming from Nigeria. When you hear a Nigerian song, you're like, where is this? Who is this? So there's that, that adds to the element of mystery and, mystique of, the Nigerian music.
How far has collaborations gone in helping us as well?
Amazing stuff. You see artists even coming from, foreign artists coming to Nigeria to shoot music videos. So that says a lot. They want to be here. And I hope that the government can see what that means in terms of tourism, in terms of showcasing our culture more. So I feel like more investment can be done because we can already see the interest, the level of interest being shown. And the collaborations have also helped in expanding our music industry. As I said, there's a Nigerian somewhere. There's a Nigerian in every music label, record label globally. So there will be somebody that would listen and say, this Nigerian deserves a listening ear.
Thank you, Grammy. So happy. Even Thames responded and congratulated Aresta and Tyler. But Burna Boy didn't say anything.
Hey, well, that's keeping to character. That's keeping to character.
That's part of him.
That's part of his brand. I would say. I mean, it might seem off-putting if someone like it's like a Davido. There are certain things you expect from him.
But Davido responded.
That's what I'm saying. That's expected. He will scream to the whole world.
Even when he wasn't nominated at some.
I mean, he will congratulate other people. He will shout on the roof. This is his first nomination. Of course, he's going to, somersault if need be. But you see, Burna Boy, he will stay true to his brand, which is, I'm an African giant. Y'all need to step aside for me. So,
so
I know, right? It can be off-putting to somebody that's not familiar with him, but that's just his style, to be honest.
And Amarachi, what do you have to say about that? And also noting that Thames was also, she was meeting from that same category. Amarachi, are you there?
Is it in terms of Burna Boy?
Yeah, I'm talking about the fact that he did not respond to the nominations. We haven't heard anything from him as regards him being nominated.
I'm sure we know the answer to this question. It's just like you said a Wizkid should respond to backlash or something. Like, you know, there are certain people that we know in this industry, when something happens, we know how they will respond. We know, oh, will this person respond or not? Or with this person, just like she said. You understand? So when we see stuff like that from Burna Boy, we're not surprised because, hey, the African giant is knows.
Which one stands out for you amongst others, apart from Davido and Burna Boy?
The category or the persons involved?
The person, different categories.
Different categories.
Okay, I would say it's the new category that was introduced. Do you understand? Because I know I read where it was said that it was due to people were complaining of lack of inclusiveness, and that was why that was created, which I think is good. Do you understand? We went from being not being able, they were not presenting our Grammys on stage to us to, you know, presenting it and now having a category, and I know that bigger things will come. So yeah, I think that's the one that stood out the most because obviously other ones have been there. So that one is like, okay, something is happening here, and you know.
But what about the artists? Which of them stood out for you?
To be honest, every one of them stood out. I won't, because okay, this is the thing here. I am not one person that have a favorite artist. Nah, I don't categorize like that. I listen to different kinds of music, reggae, everything. I listen to different kinds of music. So based on my mood, how I feel, what I want to listen to. So for every single one of them, they make me feel different ways whenever I listen to them, from Ira Star to Davido to Burna, you know, every single one of them. So but I'm just so once again, I'm also happy for Ira Star because it's a big win, to be honest. You know, not being so long in the industry and she's doing big stuff as a Sabi girl.
I think same with Ashake as well.
Yeah.
Ashake, and Olamide. Let's talk about the rappers.
And inclusion.
Yes.
I mean, that's amazing, especially for upcoming artists. They can look up to someone and say, if this person can achieve his dreams in like 2 years or so, why not? But then I also want to call out the Grammys. I think it's about that time where we get to have our own Grammy Awards. If the Latin Grammys can exist, why can't we have an African Grammys? I think it's kind of like, you know, I don't want to use the word tokenism. If you feel, oh, let's just satisfy the yearnings of the Africans, let's just give them like 2-3 categories, let them keep quiet. I don't think it's enough, considering the impact we're making in the industry. I mean, we have so many people copying our style, you know, being like us and everything. So why can't we have our own standalone Grammys? I don't think this represents the entire African continent. There's so many kinds of music out there. And I think it's just a disservice if you just pick like 4 artists and say this represents the whole of Africa. What happens to, you know, music that comes from East Africa? What happens to, you know, across the, you know, African continent? So I think we deserve our own Grammys at this point in time.
Well, Favor Amarachi, do you share in that sentiment as well?
But I also want to point out something. Afrobeat is a beautiful genre of music, and in a way, I have a question for them. First of all,
that is the obvious choice if you're going to go for like where to go to first time. I mean, we did host
Okay,
a World Cup.
She's reacting to what you just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we did host, I mean, South Africa, the African continent has hosted a World Cup before. So it's
So it has to be
doable.
on African soil.
Yeah, it's doable. Why not if not? And insecurity is everywhere in the world, not just an African thing.
Yeah, true. Amarachi,
Yeah?
you were reacting to what she just said.
I can hear you.
You were reacting to what Debbie said.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you said that Afrobeat is a beautiful genre of music, but do you think that we are growing too fast and we risk burning out anytime soon?
I don't think we're burning out anytime soon, and I'll give my reasons, right? And I don't think we're going too fast because people before us have done this. They crawled so that we could work. They walked so that we could fly. This is not the first time this stuff is happening or being nominated for Grammy and stuff like that. It's been a long time coming. So I don't think we're running too fast, to be honest. Like, I just feel like this is the right time. It's just the perfect time and it's happening. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it does. What do you have to say about Debbie?
Okay, so I think it's a good place to let it rest at this point. But the Grammys are going to be on Monday morning, 2 a.m. Nigerian time, so we should be watching out for that. I'm sure, Amarachi, you also monitor and cheer up our people via social media to ensure that we actually enjoy our winnings. Thank you very much, Amarachi Agbai Favor, the content creator. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your own take on these issues. Thank you.
Thank you.
Debbie, thank you very much, of course, for coming this morning. We brought you from London, though.
Yeah, no. Los Angeles, calm down.
Okay, Los Angeles. So you're going back to Los Angeles.
Yeah, just in time for the Grammy.
Okay, send me hi to LeBron James. Thank you very much, and that's our segment this morning. Coming up is sports, and of course, we won Angola. We won Angola. Enjoy the rest of your day.